Shumaila Muneeb is a young researcher. Her special subject is sacred Islamic poetry. She has done a lot of work on Hamd and Naat. Today, I will introduce her book, Literature of Hamd and Naat, International Research Perspectives. But before I say anything about it, let us know what her own opinion is about this book.
Hamd and Naat are not merely genres of poetic expression. Rather, they represent a complete cultural, linguistic, literary, and spiritual tradition of the Muslim world. In the contemporary era, research on Hamd and Naat has expanded into many new intellectual and academic dimensions. Modern scholars are now examining sacred poetry not only from the perspective of devotion and spirituality, but also through the lenses of intercultural studies, comparative literature, translation studies, communication styles, media discourse, and digital humanities. Today, researchers evaluate Hamd and Naat in relation to linguistic structure, stylistic expression, social impact, global literary trends, educational curricula, and contemporary critical theories. The growing trend of research and critical studies in this literary field demonstrates that the literature of Hamd and Naat is no longer confined merely to religious or devotional expression. Rather, it has emerged as an established and permanent academic and literary discipline. Significant scholarly work is now being done on research in numerous international universities and in regional languages, including English, Arabic, Persian, Turkish, Uzbek, Urdu, Kashmiri, Punjabi, Saraiki, Bengali, Tamil, Malayalam, Kurdish, and Chinese. These studies are introducing sacred Muslim poetry, including Hamd and Naat, to new generations across diverse cultures and academic traditions. In this context, and following the national and international appreciation received by the first volume of Literature of Naat, International Research Perspectives, the second volume of this important academic series is now being presented to readers and researchers. A distinctive feature of this volume is that it includes research articles on both Hamd and Naat. Although the subjects of Hamd and Naat differ in terms of devotional focus, the unity of thought, spiritual philosophy, reverence, and love for Allah Almighty and the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, connects these two forms within a single spiritual and literary tradition. All articles included in this volume have been selected and compiled from authoritative research journals and research-based websites in order to provide authentic academic material for students, scholars, and researchers. The aim of this book, like of the first volume, is to bring together research on Hamd and Naat in various international languages on a single academic platform, so that researchers from around the world may benefit from one another's scholarly contributions. This book is divided into 8 chapters, each carefully structured to provide a comprehensive exploration of sacred poetry and sacred literature in their diverse literary and intellectual dimensions. The arrangement of the articles ensures that every aspect, from the artistic beauty and literary aesthetics of Hamd and Naat to their cultural and global significance, is presented in a logical, coherent, and systematic manner. Each chapter not only highlights the uniqueness and individuality of its subject matter, but also introduces new perspectives and emerging dimensions of sacred poetry and literature examined through contemporary critical approaches and modern scholarly standards. It is hoped that this collection will open new academic, literary, and intellectual avenues for students and researchers interested in sacred literature, and will further contribute to the growing field of Hamd and Naat studies at both national and international levels.
This was the author's opinion. I would like to say that this book is not just a compilation but also research, collecting articles on Hamd and Naat in about 14 languages from all over the world. And that too, as a research article, was not easy. This is a valuable addition to the chapter of Hamd and Naat in English literature.